Hello, welcome to Level 2, Lesson 4, Big Air Bunny in your Wunderkeys Primer Piano Book 1 book. So as I said, this is beginning piano lessons with me, Mrs. Michelle, lesson 4 of 6 of Level 2. Make sure that you have your book out. Make sure you're right next to your piano, sitting nice and tall with your piano fingers in piano position. And we will get started. So this is the page that I would like you to turn to. We're going in the Big Air Bunny section. We're going to learn about E. So it's going to be a new note. We're going to do some training on dynamics. I'm going to teach you what forte and piano means, and we're going to practice together. And writing on the ramp is another exercise that we're going to do. So for this lesson, you are going to need a red crayon, a blue crayon, and a green crayon. So make sure you have your crayons out. Well, before we move on, I do want to do a review though, just to make sure that you remembered everything that we learned from last class. So I'm going to put up some flashcards and you try to remember what it is. Okay, so what is this note? If you said it's middle C for the left hand, then you are correct. So this is middle C of your left hand. You can go ahead and play it with the left hand first finger, which is the left hand thumb. Okay, do you remember what the name of this sign? If you said treble clef, you are correct. And what hand do we play with? Right hand. If you said right hand, you are correct. Go ahead and raise your right hand for me. All right, what is this called? If you said a half note, you are correct. Do you remember how many beats it gets? If you said 2 beats, you are correct again. And if you haven't been getting those flashcards, then this is also a good review time for you to remember. All right, what is this called? If you said quarter note, you are correct. Do you remember how many beats this gets? 1 beat, that's correct. Very good. Okay, how about this? What is this called? This is the bass clef. And what hand do you play with when you see this? If you said left hand, you are correct. Very good. Let me see, raise your left hand for me. All right. Now, what is this called? Just a reminder, this is a whole note. Okay, that means it gets how many beats? A whole note gets 4 beats. If you said 4 beats, you are correct. All right, now on to some note review. What is this note? You play it with your right hand, second finger, and remember it's like dog digging for D. So this is D. So hopefully you said that. What is this? Do you remember how I taught you to remember this? This is from last lesson. It's like, what is peeking out? If you said bunny, that's right. So B for bunny. So it's B, but with your left hand. So you can play left hand, second finger is B if you're in middle C position. Last one. What is this? If you said middle C, that's correct. What hand do you play with? you said right hand. That's correct. Go ahead and hit this with your first finger of your right hand. Very good. And last but not least, we learned this last class. What do you do if you see this sign? Oops, sorry, it's upside down. Okay, so this is the repeat sign. Yes, that means that you have to go to after you finish the end of the song, you have to go back to the very beginning and play it again. Okay, so it looks like we are ready to move on, and we will be on this part of our book. We're going on an adventure today with Ruby the Rabbit. All right, let's see what it says. Did you land a backflip while holding that carrot? Nope, this is my post-ride reward from your garden. From my garden? If you took just one, I should have enough carrots left for a cake. Now join us as we learn to read E on the treble staff. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a new note. This is the new note. This is a line note. It's on the treble staff, see, because it's treble clef, treble staff, and this is an E. So why don't you go ahead and locate that on your piano? Right hand, go to middle C positioning, and then I need your right hand third finger to hit that note, and that is the letter E. So like on my piano board here, see, this is C, D, and then this is E. It's third finger of your right hand, E. See, the last note next to the two black keys, right? So make sure that you're hitting the correct one. When you're in middle C positioning, this is the E. Okay, so we're in this part of your book. Okay, so do you see that musical phrase over there? I'm going to clap it first, and then I want you to clap it back to me, okay? So go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, your turn. And don't forget, see, it has the repeat sign at the end. Okay, so now we're going to put our fingers in middle C positioning because I am going to have you play it. So here is a demonstration. Okay, with the letter names, C, D, E, C, D, E. All right, so that's what I want you to do. To go ahead and play that musical phrase like I just did. And then go ahead and go dun, 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 dun. And then after you do that, then you're going to go ahead and say the note names. C, D, E, C, D, E. So go ahead. I'll give you a second to do that. All right. So this part, you're going to be on riding the ramp. If you turn your page, we are going to take out our crayons. We need our blue, our red, and our green crayons to do this part. So the first one I'm going to show you is, do you see how these notes are going up, C, D, E, like you just played? That's called stepping up when you're going up on the piano. If you're going down, E, D, C, that means stepping down. And if you see the notes like this, that means it's repeating the same notes one after another. So we're going to do an exercise together. Okay, let's take out our red crayon. So let me get my red crayon here. There we go. Okay, so with your red crayon, I want you to circle all the notes that are stepping up. All right. Do you see anything that going like C, D, E? Okay, if you said this one, you are correct. There we go. All right. Now we're going to switch to our green crayon. So make sure you circle this with your red crayon. Now let's switch to our green crayon. And all the notes that are repeating, I want you to circle those, okay? So let's see. Do you see any notes repeating? That means you see the same note at the same time. Okay, let's see. If you did this, that's correct. See, those 3 notes are repeating. So circle that with the green crayon. Where else do you see? And I'll put some numbers here. See? Okay. If you said in the 4th little box, or this is called a measure, that's correct. So let's circle that. Since they're repeating, circle that with green. Now the one that's stepping down, we're going to circle with our blue crayon. So where do you see, let me change my color here. Where do you see notes stepping down? If you said number 3, you're correct. Okay, let's go ahead and circle that. There we go. Very good. And now I am going to have you try to play this. Okay, I will show you my demonstration first, and then you can do it. Also, watch the demonstration. With letter names, C, D, E, 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 D, C, 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 C. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and try that. What I just played from this part of the song, this whole song, and make sure you say the letter names too. All right. Okay. Give you a second, or you can pause the video. All right. So this is the last thing I'm going to teach you today. And then we are going to practice together. When you see this F, it means forte, for loud. All right. That means you have to play loud. So go ahead and put your fingers in middle C positioning. And I want you to play the C note, first finger of your right hand, middle C, loud. Play it loud. And then this one is called piano. That means soft. So we have to play it lighter on the piano. So go ahead and play it soft. Okay. And then we're going to go back to the book, and then I'm going to point to a letter, and I want you to play the middle C with your right hand with that dynamics. So either loud or soft. All right. Okay, so I'm going to circle one of the letters, and that's how I want you to play it. For me, the middle C. Did you play loud or soft? If you played soft, you are correct because I circled piano for soft. Okay, how about this? If you played it harder, the middle C, then you're right. F for forte, loud. Okay, P for piano, soft. Very good. Okay, so let's do 2 more. How about this wheel? F, playing it hard or soft? You're playing it hard for loud. Very good. Okay, one more. One more. for soft. Very good. Very good. All right. We are ready to practice together. So go ahead and turn in your book to the practice on the pathway. So that's what we're going to be doing right now, okay? So remember, don't forget, you see how there's repeat signs here and repeat signs here? Don't forget to go back to the beginning of the song and you play left to right, left to right, left to right, okay? So I'm going to number these first and then I'm going to ask. Well, first of all, let's do this. Let's do this. Circle the notes that are repeating. Remember how we did that? So here we go. Those notes are repeating. How about in number 2? If you circle this one, you're right. Very good. Okay, how about notes that are stepping up? How about in number 1? Stepping up. These 2 are stepping up. Go C, D. Okay. Do you see, how about in number 3? Is there anything stepping up? No, nothing stepping up, but how about stepping down? Dun-dun-dun. Yep, if you said this one, that is correct. Very good. Okay, so we are going to play the first one first. Okay, and then I will give you a demonstration. So make sure your fingers are in middle C positioning when you're playing. It makes it easier. Hi learners, so this is practice on the pathway for Big Air Bunny. This is the first one. Make sure your fingers are in middle C position with your thumbs touching the middle C. Remember, each half note gets 2 beats and each quarter note gets 1 beat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Very good. Now let's say the note names together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. C, D, E, E, E. Very good. Now this is... Okay, now I want you to try it. Go ahead and try the first one. Try the first one. You can pause this video or you can watch my video back if you need help again, but go ahead and try the first one. Okay, now we're going to move on to the second one and practice the second one. And then look at, it has an F. So that means you play it loud. Make sure you play it loud. Make sure your fingers are middle C positioning. And look at, there's a repeat sign. So don't forget the repeat sign. All right, let me show you my demonstration for number 2. 1. And remember, it has a repeat sign. And don't forget the quarter notes and the half notes to give them the appropriate amount of beats. Also, make sure that you play it loud because it has an F, which means loud. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Repeat. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Let's say the note names now. Ready, set, go. E, D, C, C, C. Again. E, D, C, C, C. Very good. And pause the video. And I want you to try that one, the number 2, to practice. Okay, now we're gonna try the last one. And look at, there's a piece, so we have to play it soft, lighter on the piano. And repeat sign, middle C positioning, and piano posture. Then I'll show you my demonstration for the third one. This is the third song on the very bottom, and it has a P, which means you play it soft, and then it has a repeat sign. So let's make sure we repeat it. Okay, let's play this one softly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2. Okay, very good. And now we're going to do it with saying the note names. Remember, play it softly. Touch those notes softly because it has a P, and don't forget the repeat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. B, C, E, D, C. Again, B, C, E, D, C. Very good. All right, we'll go ahead and try the number 3 one. Pause the video and try the number 3. And you can also rewind this video if you want to watch my demonstration again or me playing it again. Well, I hope you were able to practice your practice on the pathway songs well. So this is going to be your homework for this week. It's air trick and bunny hop. And remember, it's air trick and bunny hop. And remember, I want you to practice 15 minutes a day for 5 days a week. All right. I'm going to play the songs for you so you know how it's supposed to sound. This is the homework air trick. Make sure that you're playing it loud because it has an F in the front, which means you play it loud. And remember the repeat sign. So we're going to repeat the song. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This is me doing it, saying the letters of the notes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. E, D, C, C, D, E, B, 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 C, C, E, D, C, C, D, E, B, 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 C, C. Now this one is bunny hop. Now it has a P, so we play it soft. And I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. So see the last one, it has a whole note. Do it one more time and say the letters of the notes while we practice. Ready? Remember to play it soft. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and B, C, E, D, C, B, C, D, E, D, B, C, E, D, C, D, D, E, D, C. Okay, so that's your homework for this week. Like I said, don't forget to practice for 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week. All right, and then I will see you in the video for our next class. Bye.